First, thank you for joining us here. Just looking ahead at the next game, what's the mood in the camp?
Yeah, look, the mood's really good. We don't look too far in front of ourselves. We know that the next game is a must-win, and we've been playing some really good cricket since the tournament's resumed here in the UAE, and we're just going to make sure that we continue to do so.
We're going really well. We're playing exactly how we want to play. Pretty big game, Rajasthan on Thursday, Sharjah, everything to play for. It's in our own destiny, so it's quite exciting.
And in the IPL, we often see there comes times when you look at the other games where you're not involved and you're looking at the points table, taking out calculators. Thankfully, this time we have our fate in our own hands. How much of a boost is that?
It's huge. Going into any game, you want to win, obviously, but you don't want to rely on any other team to help you out. So this way, we go in there knowing we win, we're in the finals, and that's our goal for since turning up in Abu Dhabi, just late August.
And with our team, we've seen, obviously everyone has been doing well right from the beginning of the second half. We've had a couple of injuries as well, but then whoever has come in has chipped in their own way. How good has that been from being such a star?
Well, it's full credit to McCullum and Abhishek for running a really tight training session that every player in the squad gets enough practice, so if they do get implemented throughout an injury or loss of form, they can come in and do a job for the team. And Shakib the other night just showed the depth of squad is fantastic.
I mean, our job as support staff is just to literally do that, provide support, and obviously there's some tactical elements there and some leadership stuff involved too, but you want to try and provide as much support for the guys as possible, and that doesn't just mean the guys who are constantly in your starting 11, it's the guys who are on the periphery of that as well, and that's the wider squad. So it's important that you keep getting skills into those guys, keep giving them opportunities in the nets, and also keep giving them your time as well, because that can be the hardest thing for guys who aren't playing. And if you do all of that stuff and they feel like they're understood within the group, and then when the opportunity does knock, then they're more likely to take it. And that's what I think we've seen so far from a couple of guys within the group.
Rajasthan Royals, we've beaten them quite a few times, but then again, if you see the first half, they beat us.
Yep.
T20 cricket, funny game. Looking at the opposition, how was it?
Well, I wasn't laughing the game we played them in Mumbai. Cricket wasn't funny that night, but we've got a good record against Rajasthan. We've just got to execute our skills, execute our plans. We plan very, very well, and our players are playing accordingly. So if we do that, we bring that to the table, I think we'll find that we'll come out on top again.
The one game that we played in Sharjah, it played a little differently from how Sharjah is generally. Going into Sharjah for the last game, how is the game different?
Yeah, the difference with the Sharjah game this time is that it's going to be a night game versus the day game. The extreme heat that we dealt with in that day game as well at Sharjah. So, look, the message for the boys is very much just play what's in front of you, just adapt to whatever is coming. You can't be too scripted about how you're going to play on a wicket like that, because we're not totally sure of how it's going to play. One thing that is a certainty is that the outfield's quite slow there, so it could well be a bit more of a six-hitting ground. We'll see. But look, whatever happens, I just want the guys to adapt to the conditions and go out there, play with a smile on their face, and give themselves the best chance.